Alright, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Mamaloo. Today we're on the road and we have a new Mamaloo today. This is Mamaloo Crystal. This is my cousin. She's a very special cook as well. Learned a lot of recipes from her dad, who's a master chef. So who's your daughter? Who your Mamaloo to?
Kayla Rose.
Kayla Rose. Okay, this is Kayla Rose. So we're gonna welcome Kayla Rose. Give her a round of applause. Alright. She's also gonna help us sporadically throughout the episode here. But she's gonna start us off on a good note. We are cooking dumplings today, Chinese dumplings, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is vegetarian, so a good option for all the veggie lovers. All right, so Kayla Rose is gonna start us off really well. She's got a dumpling joke for us, so be prepared. Kayla Rose, take it away.
How much do Chinese dumplings weigh?
How much do Chinese dumplings weigh? Do you know?
No, I have no clue.
Okay, what is it?
Wonton.
Wonton, okay, well done, well done. Okay, Kayla Rose, two parts to this is actually making the dumplings and then also making a dumpling sauce. So right now, first, what are we doing? We're making the dumplings first?
We're making the stuffings for the dumpling.
The stuffings for the dumpling, and it requires us to beat how many eggs?
We have 6 eggs. First we need to beat the eggs.
Okay, first step is we're gonna beat the eggs, and Kayla Rose is gonna help us out here. How many dumplings are we making?
Around 260.
Okay, we're
a lot of
gonna
people
be
to
here.
feed.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, 260, but we're gonna show you a few and then we'll mass produce it, but this is clearly enough for a party. So first things first is beating the egg. Now let's see Kayla Rose beat the egg a little bit for us. Okay, she's poking the egg. Okay, so Crystal is gonna take over. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Well done. Okay, so
Good job, baby.
From there, Crystal, what's the next step after beating the eggs?
After we beat the eggs, then we have to make thin, almost like sheet, very thin layers of egg. Cook them like sheets.
Okay, so this sounds pretty challenging. Sheets of egg. It's gonna be tough. Bye, Kayla Rose. Thank you very much. We'll see you later, okay? We gotta turn this on. All right, I'm gonna beat this one. Okay, right now this is Uncle Chong. He didn't want to be in the video, but now he's here. He's gonna teach us along the way because we still need some help.
He's gonna give us the expert tips.
The expert tips?
The expert tips.
So this is the Papaloo, okay? Sometimes we have the Papaloos in here.
Yeah, instead of Mamaloo, we have Papaloos.
Okay, the Papaloo. So we got the oil heating up. Okay. Okay, so you got the oil heated up, and now we're gonna add the egg. How much egg are you putting first? Okay.
Very little bit.
Very little bit. Can you use butter instead of oil?
Or you can.
Oh wow, look at that. That's really tough. And then now this is like an omelet, eh?
Yeah.
So nice thin sheet. Got to make sure that it cooks enough. And then are you flipping it?
Yep.
It actually looks a little bit harder than
You thought?
Yeah. So you put in about like 2 ounces worth of egg?
Yeah. Just a little
Just make
bit.
a.
So you got to make sure the pan
cover
is
the
hot.
pan.
So you see that she's making sure that all the holes are covered there. What happens if it breaks? Can you still use it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, you can still use it. Is this ready to go here?
Yeah. Now you're just gonna flip
Okay,
it
so then
onto the cutting board.
So this one's all ready to go. Just flip it?
Yeah, just flip it. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. This is okay.
So we don't need to add any more oil here.
Just go for it.
The thinner you cook the egg, the finer it will come out so that the inside the stuffing, it's not chunky.
She said it's not a big deal if it breaks. It looks like it's cooking up over here.
Yeah. I don't like this pan.
There we go. That's not too bad. The thinner it is, the less egg you're actually eating. Scrambled egg is not a good option in this.
It might be a shortcut, but once, like, you might still get it chunky.
So just do it the way it's supposed to be done, okay? So here we go. That's another egg done, and we're just gonna keep repeating the process until the eggs are done.
Eggs are cooked.
Okay, BRB. So we're still cooking some more eggs, but look at this. We're gonna try to do this all in one flip.
Okay, ready?
You wanna see? 1, 2, 3.
Mine doesn't flip.
Ah, not bad.
Oh, I flipped it.
Not bad. Here we go. Let's get some more eggs done here. Boom. Okay, so we realized we don't have enough eggs, so we started off with 6. Crystal, how many more eggs are we gonna use?
6.
Another 6 more eggs. So for this particular, because we're doing about 200 and something, 12 eggs. And we got Savio, he's in the back. He's another one of our cousins here. He's helping out. He's beating more eggs here. Uncle, what you doing over there?
No, I'm just don't worry about
He's
it.
prepping here. Here's all the eggs. You can see them all kind of laid out here like little pancakes. I'm going to show you. This is basically doing a food processor basically by hand. You have 2 options. So you can either cut it really fine and then throw it in a food processor, and this is the way it's going to look like. This is how it looks like when it's hand shot. So you can see that it's still very flat. That's the way that we like it. We don't have to scramble it, so there still is a difference. You can taste the difference. It's not clumpy. She's gonna cut it in half, and then she's gonna slice it through.
As thin as you can get it. Young and fun.
Young and fun. We're having a little party here. We're doing this so all our cousins learn. So this is for all of them. So then, yeah, we have it cut horizontally, and it's very fine, like almost string, and then it's basically dicing it, but then there really is a difference. It totally looks different in terms of doing a scrambled egg. It's flat, and it's just a lot easier to eat.
It's fluffier.
So you prefer it like this, right?
Yes, versus this. But
Yeah.
since we're doing it for so many
People, yeah.
it makes sense to
Food process
Yes.
it. It's obviously a lot
get
quicker
it
than
going a little
this.
faster.
Yeah, but if you're just doing a smaller amount,
Unless
honestly,
you're master chef level, then you could probably do it by hand anyways.
just as fast.
Yeah, just as fast.
We ain't there.
No.
So we're gonna keep cutting this up, and then we're gonna move on to the next step.
So when we put what Aaron cut up into this little Ninja, my favorite tool, because I can't cut like a pro. Secrets, and then we're just gonna.
But yeah, you just want to do
Get
it
the
lightly. You don't want to
finer
make a paste, right?
That's right.
Quick few buzzes, and we're ready to go.
Have
So
it a little finer.
yeah, so totally up to you. So you can do both options here. And next up, vermicelli. So here's the vermicelli. This is rice noodles. So this is, if you're gluten-free, you can eat this, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta boil it for about 10 minutes or so. And there's no seasoning. You just cook it like pasta, and then you strain it. And
That's
it's
right.
another word for it's like glass noodles. So
Traditionally, before this, you just chop it up the same way you would chop up the eggs.
if
Just
you want to
very
make
fine, very
boogers for
small.
Halloween, you can put a little green color in this. And there you go. Okay, so that's going in there as well.
Ninja. I don't like to stuff it too much because then some of it gets mushy
Yeah.
and the other pieces are too chunky.
So we're gonna buzz that up and see what it looks like. Interesting.
See, so now it's just
Nice. Almost like glass, and that's gonna go in the dumplings as well.
I'm just gonna dump it in.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Keep repeating the process, and we'll come back for the next step shortly.
It's definitely not carb free.
Okay, so the next step, you see Crystal, she's mixing up the vermicelli and all the eggs. That's going to be part of the filling. And Uncle Chong is doing the green onions. Uncle, how much green onions are we using?
I used like what?
4 bunches?
4 to 6 bunches.
4 to 6 bunches
For the 200 dumpling.
for the 200 dumplings. So just use accordingly how much you want. You're going to cut the ends off, and then you're going to slice it as fine as possible. Uncle's got a pro tip. Make sure your knife is as sharp as possible.
Yes.
Yes, because a dull knife is actually more dangerous. And Uncle, show us your technique so we all know how to cut safely and properly.
Okay, you hold it like this with your fingers bent,
Tucked inside.
tucked inside, and you just go like that.
So yeah, your digits are not exposed. We've shown you guys this before, but as you can tell, it's obviously the right way to do it. And take your time with it. Let the knife do the cutting. He's literally just letting the weight of the knife go through. And he's using my favorite knife, which is the cleaver, Chinese cleaver, because then you can just scoop it all up right after. He doesn't need a processor. This guy uses his hands. Like he don't
Master
need
chef.
it. Master chef.
Bamboo
Sous chef.
Kings.
The 2 generations coming together.
He is a ninja, I bought a ninja.
Wow. Look at this, fine, super fine, beautiful, smells great, looks great, and it's fresh. So we're gonna add the green onions into the filling here. Definitely not vegan, this one, that's for sure. If you don't eat egg, obviously, I guess don't put it.
Yeah,
Put other
just
veggies
put
and
that
stuff
and
in it. Just
just
make sure
that's
that
how
it's
it
cut
is.
really fine. What other ingredients could they substitute for egg? Really?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Pepper. You can figure it out.
Tofu?
Tofu, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, we're gonna keep mixing it up.
We're gonna add the soy sauce, the garlic, salt.
Oh, so the seasoning. Okay, so next we're adding the black fungus, which is I think it's part of the mushroom family. Doesn't smell like fungus. That's good. No toe fungus here. And it's dehydrated, so it's a type of mushroom. So what we did is put it in a pot of hot water. It actually expands. So if you see the difference here, this is after it's been rehydrated. It literally grows like 3 times the size. That's it dry, and then this is after it's been soaking for a little while. And then we're gonna slice this, dice this really, really fine, and add it to the mix as well.
Regular mushrooms will have a lot of water.
Water, okay.
Okay,
thrown
so
out.
once you put the water in, then you can't do the stuffing properly.
It might open, all of your dumplings might open when you're cooking them.
Oh, okay. So good to know. Still getting the same type of flavor, I guess, without
That's right.
all the moisture. So that's a pro tip right there. She's using the food processor. It's just easier for the amount of dumplings that we're making.
Yep.
And Uncle sharpening, and Salvia over there is still mixing it up.
See how fine it is?
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
Even feel it though. You can feel it and you'll know that mushrooms are not.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
wouldn't be like that.
Yeah, so you can see that mushrooms would have been like pretty much a mash already by now.
Yes.
So this actually holds its texture a lot. So although it's been soaking in water, it still separates.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
crunchy.
It is crunchy.
Right?
Interesting. Okay, so now we know why we use this. We're gonna keep adding a bunch of these, and we're gonna keep mixing it to our filling over here. Get it at any Chinese store. Look for the black fungus, green onions, vermicelli. You can get it anywhere really.
And there's lots of different types.
But look at that, it's already starting to look real cool. And it actually smells wicked, and we haven't even gotten into the real stuff. So what other things can you use this ingredient for?
Yeah, when you're making like
Stir fry.
stir fry, you use it for stir fry vegetables and all
Okay.
those things. You just put it like, you know, so then you have all kind of colors in the vegetables.
Got it. So this is a good point, because it's actually doesn't have much taste. So is it more for
Texture
color?
and the color.
Texture and color. So
Yeah.
that's the point of
Presentation.
it. Presentation. Yeah, because it's got a dark, rich color. So it definitely already makes this look so colorful. It's almost like purple. All right, so we're gonna keep mixing this up, and then we'll be back real soon. Okay, so here we go. We got all our stuffing in here. Look at the color, man. Look at this. Nice dark with the fungus. I know it's such a weird name, but it's not bad for you. With the green onions, vermicelli, and then the egg. And now Crystal's gonna add the stuff that's gonna give it a lot of its flavor, which is all our wet seasoning. Crystal, what are we adding?
So first we have garlic paste. I like to be generous with
Generous,
this.
yeah. I don't think you can go wrong with too much. So you got 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of garlic paste. Like I said, there's obviously a lot of filling here. 1.5 of ginger. Would it taste better if you use fresh, Uncle?
Yeah.
What about using ginger garlic paste together? Won't work the
Because
same?
ginger garlic paste normally has more ginger than garlic, so
There you go. That's another pro tip. In this one, we actually use more garlic than ginger, so it's better to actually have it separate. So anything else going in here?
Soy sauce. Light soy sauce.
Light soy sauce. 3 ounces. And again, this is based on the amount. This is obviously a lot. Oh yeah, baby. Already got a nice dark color. You can't use dark soy, Uncle, right?
if you want
Too
too
salty.
salty, but you can use it.
And now we're getting that Asian flavor and smell actually. So Uncle, can you tell us where your Asian influence comes? He's actually Chinese, Sri Lankan, right? So you were born in Sri Lanka too, so where did you learn all your cooking?
I born in Sri Lanka. My father is a Chinese. My father used to cook. I learned from there, and I started working in a restaurant, and I learned from there a lot.
I'm just putting a little bit more soy sauce because it's a little dry.
Another ounce. She just, while we're mixing, said the consistency looked a little bit dry. Taste it obviously and make sure that it's not too salty for you.
You can add a little bit of salt, but I find that the garlic paste is a little
Got a little salty.
sour, a little
Yeah.
vinegar because of the vinegar they use. So I'm not gonna. I don't want to add any more salt.
Okay.
Here, you try.
I got you what you mean though.
Yeah.
Adding the salt taste, yeah. It's plenty.
Chinese salt.
Chinese salt.
That is called a little bit of
Ajinomoto.
Ajinomoto. Oh, I hear about this. Apparently it's supposed to help with your gas, doesn't it? Does it give you gas or takes it away? I don't know, whatever it is. You can figure it out.
your food.
We'll let you know after.
Mix well.
And let the hard work begin.
So this was the easy stuff. I mean, it is fairly easy, but it's a lot of process. It's tedious, but now it's the real work about to happen. Before we do that, we're actually gonna check in on Kayla Rose because she's actually cooking herself in the other room, and we're gonna see what she made. All right.
See ya.
Kayla Rose. There's our little chef, Kayla Rose. She's in here. There's Dexter. He's eating some food from the other day. Kayla Rose is cooking over here. What you cooking over here?
I'm cooking some tacos,
She's cooking.
3 peas and 2 carrots.
Look at these tacos. She's making Play-Doh tacos. 2 carrots and 2 peas. Look at that. That's super good. Is this edible?
No.
Unfortunately, not edible. Quick question for you. What's your favorite thing your mom makes for you?
My favorite thing is when she makes the stew.
Stew. Okay. And what about it do you love so much?
That it has beef or chicken.
Uh-huh.
And it has like those beans, they were
Beans.
really yummy.
Okay.
And they have potato. I
Yummy.
love potato.
Very hearty. And do you like the dumplings?
Yes, I love dumplings.
So we're gonna meet Kayla Rose a little bit later when we taste the dumplings. But good job with the tacos, Kayla Rose. Keep cooking away, okay? Can you make me a burrito?
Nah.
Aww.
Like a mouse.
Okay, so before we wrap the dumplings, we're gonna open them up. This is fresh dumplings that are already made. It's much easier to just get it packaged like this. Honestly, it's not worth the time. How long would it take to actually try to make this?
This will take a long time, so it might as well better get it from the Chinese store.
Yeah.
It will be cheaper and it's faster.
Yeah, mass produced.
Mass produced.
It's not cheating, it tastes good, you know what, especially when
same
you're
thing.
making this many.
Many.
If you want to try making dumplings on your own, like I think it's something you should try, but again, for this, it's not necessary. So we're gonna take all these dumplings out. You can see how nicely thin wrapped each individual one is. And then we're gonna start wrapping these bad boys. Okay, it's dumpling wrapping time. This is the hardest job, but we got lots of helpers. We got Dexter and Kayla Rose is back to help us out. We have our little plates here, and it's with cornstarch on it.
So that the dumplings don't stick to the plate.
Stick to the plate. Uncle Chong is gonna teach us how to do one, and then we're gonna try to go from there.
Take some, little bit,
Small scoop.
or small scoop.
Small scoop.
Put it in the center
Doesn't matter which side of the
No,
dumpling it
doesn't
is?
matter.
Okay, doesn't matter.
and add a little bit of water on the corner so that the dumpling will stick together
Okay.
like this.
So circle with the water all around it.
Yeah.
Is that enough or did I put too much?
Too much,
Dang it.
because when you have too much, then you cannot wrap it.
Okay.
Like, you know, you have to wrap it like this.
Yeah.
So then you hold it
Okay.
from the center.
Okay,
and
pinch
put
from the
together,
top.
Pinch from the top so that it sticks.
Okay.
Hold it from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Fold it.
And then that comes around and pinches.
Pinch it.
I'll take
It
this
comes
one.
around and pinch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you kind of squeeze it.
And,
Yeah, it totally
you-
looks like the dumpling. Look at that. Dexter, how's yours coming along?
Pinch this properly tight here. Okay, so now take this and then you come around and squeeze it up.
Not inside Kayla Rose.
Right? So
Take your finger.
you squeeze it. If you don't squeeze this, when you're cooking, this will open up, right? And everything will come out.
Kayla Rose is doing hers as well. We're gonna pinch at the top here. And then
Yeah.
squeeze and then bring that around
Yeah.
and then pinch.
And pinch tight,
Form it.
nice tight.
This side, you're gonna bring it around and kind of flip it
And pinch
and
it.
pinch.
When you're cooking
No
it,
air
it will no air pocket. Water will go in. So
Yeah.
if it is
You
like
basically want to mash the dough until
Mash
it's
the dough,
almost both of them are one then.
one.
Okay.
It's not two separate pieces anymore.
So it will not open up.
So we got about 200 more of these. Through the magic of editing, we'll be done and we'll see you soon for when we actually cook it. And you can substitute fillings, right, Uncle?
Yeah, you can put chicken, you can put anything.
But make sure that it's cut really fine in process so it actually fits in. So we will be right back.
All by myself, guys.
Okay, so they're still going hard at work with the dumpling shop over there. These guys, they're not getting paid for this, I'll tell you that. Now it's time to make the dumpling sauce while they're at it. We got a whole pod of garlic here, and then that's going in our processor. Okay, so we're gonna add that to the Ninja, which is her favorite. We're gonna add 1.5 tomatoes to it. Slice it in half so it all goes in there. Buzz this up a bit, create some space.
Yeah.
10 chilies.
10 chilies, make it hot or, you know, more chilies if you want it spicier. How come you have these chilies frozen?
Because it stays a long time.
We don't waste them.
Yes. That's a pro tip from Uncle Chong there, Papaloo Chong. 10 frozen green chilies there. So we made some space and then we're gonna add some onion.
One very large onion.
This is like our version of a pico de gallo.
Chinese pico de gallo.
Okay, that's good then. Okay, we're gonna buzz that up some more. That's a good
Okay.
consistency. Okay, there you go.
Salsa looking.
Salsa looking. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna buzz it just a little more.
Buzz it.
Okay, so now it's a good, almost to a paste. Mmm. Smells so good as it is. So now we add soy sauce to it?
Yep.
So we got half a cup of soy sauce?
Yeah.
Oh. So there's an Asian influence again.
Oh, it looks like we need some more. I might only
Altogether?
put half for the first.
Make sure it's all mixed up. We're just adding more soy sauce just to make sure the consistency is good. Color looks good. What are we thinking?
About 1.5.
1.5 all together of soy sauce that we're using.
It's good, right?
Again, we're using this much because we're making 260 dumplings. The dumpling factory is hard at work over there. We are going to pay her, I promise.
$10.
All right, coming up. $10.
20.
20 bucks?
That's delicious.
$20. We can make that happen. It's a raw sauce. It doesn't need to be cooked down or cooled up or anything like that. What are some other sauces that goes well with dumplings like this?
This is the best sauce. You don't need another one.
Okay, there you go.
Like a boss.
There you have it. There is no other sauce. I'm joking. You can do whatever you like, but definitely, obviously, try our sauces first.
People just do plain soy sauce.
Plain soy sauce. Ketchup.
Yeah.
Oh, what about ketchup?
People normally use vinegar.
Vinegar, chili vinegar would go good again with this. Ketchup is probably a big no-no. So no one to ketchup. Try this stuff first. Simple to make. Yeah, that was super simple. We're actually gonna cook the dumplings. The final piece here, right, Uncle? We're doing the dumplings. We got just some boiling water.
You can
steam it too.
Or you can fry it.
Oh, you can fry it.
Pan fry.
You can pan fry it. Okay, so whichever way you prefer.
Just dump it in.
Okay, you're just dumpling it in.
Maybe 5 minutes. Once it's done, it will almost float. The dough will be cooked and everything inside is cooked.
So we'll show you what it looks like when it's actually come to the top, and then we are going to taste test. And that's it for the dumplings. See you soon.
So if you look at it, so this has to be cooked all
the way
corner.
around, so
yeah.
it'll look see-through when it's cooked.
Yeah.
So none of these broke, so that's good. So how much longer for these here?
Just keep it for a little bit, so once everything is cooked,
Yeah,
we are good.
you'll see it see-through. We're also gonna pan fry some of these too, so you can actually see what that looks like and what that tastes like. We're cooked over here. It's floating, yeah, all the way to the top, and it's all white. You can tell that it's not raw anymore.
Take
so that's
it,
good. None of those
in the
broke.
pot.
And then you should eat it pretty much like this, or
Yeah.
let it cool down. Or...
No, you can eat it right now.
Oh yeah, boy. Okay, so we're gonna keep cooking all 200 of those, and then we're gonna pan fry some. Are you excited?
I love dumplings. I haven't ate them in such a long time.
Why? Because they're hard work, right? Okay, so we're gonna do the other version, which is the actual pan fry oil.
Yeah.
Don't want it to be too oily.
Just going to.
So you're just gonna put it right on top there, pretty close to each other, right?
Yeah.
So you can see that the way we pinched it, we got about 2 creases. I've been to other places and they look different, Uncle. Do they, different regions pinch the dumplings differently?
Different people is make it how is make it easier for you. And
Yeah.
you just do it.
You can be creative. As long as it's sealed, you can pinch it whatever way you like. This is just the way we do it. This actually works better because it doesn't break open so much because you're not boiling it.
Yeah, you're
so
not
if you
boiling
mess up, the pan frying is kind of the way to go. You don't flip it, do you?
No.
So it just cooks like that?
When you cook, just cover it up a little bit so
Okay.
that the steam will cook the top.
The top. Make sure that you got the right amount of heat. Uncle was showing us, make sure that it's not too high so it doesn't overcook on the bottom there.
If it is that much, then you can add a little bit of water and get the steam going on.
Yeah. Okay. And then you gotta make sure you got the right lid.
And cover it up.
Okay. It's steamed to the top, and you can feel that it's the dough is cooked through. Look at the pinching. This thing, these ones look real good. So that with a little bit of sauce, and we're good to go. We're gonna try both versions, and that's it for the Chinese dumplings here.
This is the steam. This is the boil.
Yeah, look at the difference. You can see that.
All you have to do is literally just check chicken.
Okay, so it's time to taste test the Chinese dumpling. Add chicken if you like, add beef if you like, whatever. But make sure that it's, minced enough that it fits in the dumplings. That's the whole point. So we have 2 versions. We're gonna taste it. So Crystal, show us how you do it, and then we're gonna do the same.
I'm gonna do the steam one.
She's gonna taste the steam one, so she's just going for it.
Part off an end, and I'm gonna put the sauce inside.
Stuff the sauce inside. That's her style.
Say not being shy.
So it's a 2-biter for her. Okay, what does it taste like?
It's amazing.
Somebody's calling because they want some dumplings. Dexter, he's gonna go for it to teach her who that. So he put the sauce like that too.
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay, I'm gonna try the fried one here. Got like Crystal. Okay, I'm gonna do the same one. But like I said, the sauce, that's a real game changer. It really turns it up a notch. But absolutely delicious. Crystal, thank you so much. Thank you, Uncle Chong, the Papaloo, for teaching us today. And all our cousins learn. Hopefully you learn as well. And send us videos of your dumplings and how you guys do. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you again for another episode of Cooking with Mamaloo. Peace out.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
Coming in. Is it on, Carl?
Yeah.
And keep, so then turn it off. So that, pull back. Okay. Can you hear? Pull back, Carl, so you also talk to her. Okay, turn it off, Carl. Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay, is it on? Turn
What,
it on. Wait, tell her when you're on. Okay, Carl, are you close enough to see? Are you close enough? You ready?
Yeah. In focus.
Tell me when you're ready then.